Cristiano Ronaldo cowardly to ask to leave United? Or was he entitled to do so? Molat was masterful.
There is a reason why Cristiano Ronaldo is referred to as Mr. Champions League. So imagine a Mr. Champions League playing in Europa League.
Out to avenge an earlier defeat to prosper.
37-year-old Ronaldo.
Football is a team game. That is the reason why Ronaldo doesn't have any reason to exonerate himself from the team. What he's doing now is trying to say that it's not our fault they didn't qualify for Champions League. That is all their fault, that they should stay there and face it. No, but
Cristiano Ronaldo has nothing to prove to anyone. We are talking of a 37-year-old that outscored Lukaku and Havertz all together.
But one's nemesis is often, well, one's nemesis.
Ronaldo is a Manchester United legend. And Manchester United gave him the platform to become whoever he is now. They brushed him, they coached him, they trained him to the level he is now.
Prosper, holding strong, calm, composed, and calculative. There was only one outcome. Curtains down on Molat's battle.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a great journey to be here, and it has actually been a learning course from the second edition right to this moment. I would have said, like, I've really improved in the sports industry and knowing the in and out of the sports industry, and it's thanks to this platform. I'm really grateful for it. Thank you so much.
Watch out for that name and that voice. Second battle of the night. Equal pay for men and women in football. Yes or no? Kelechi, uncharacteristically hesitant.
The male athletes of football federation generate more revenue, they sell more tickets, they also attract more interest.
Then Daniel launched into a reading session.
Both FAs and football are non-profit organizations with stated missions to grow football in countries and globally respectively.
All of that followed by a part messy, part staccato head-to-head battle.
Are you saying the female footballers are not talented?
No, and that's not my point. I'm saying that if you have to earn a living, you have to use your talent to get money.
And, do you know that FIFA is a non-profit organization?
In the end, Daniel did enough. A more organized closing argument ensuring victory and knocking Kelechi out.
Disappointed. Because I always have high expectations for myself, and this is a stepping stone.
One night, 2 casualties, and the bloodbath continues tonight. I'm Femi Obong-Daniels. Welcome to battles 34 and 35 of Battle Day 17 of Fan Battle 3. And as I bid you welcome, first off, I'd like to say welcome to my colleagues and friends and partners in crimes. Multiple crimes, depending on how you choose to look at it. Let's meet the guys who make it all work and thick. Let me start by our one and only mommy. But let's start with our mommy. Hello, Sarafina, how are you?
I'm okay. Did you just say Battle Day 17? That was so fast. That was really so fast.
Most certainly.
Because I remember when we started, we were like, we are going all the way to July, and you're saying 17, and I'm like, where have I been? but it's great to be here. I know I listened to yesterday's battle, but I couldn't keep up because it was too much.
Yeah.
And now hearing you, listening to your intro, I'm not hearing that. Molat and Salon Dior. It's crazy. It's really getting
on the same night.
It's really getting crazy.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But again, it's the nature of the battle. You play. What's it that is? You play koto with it.
You are good.
You're gone. Welcome, Sarafina. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Great to be
Sam,
here.
the wise one. How are you doing?
I'm great, Femi. Good evening to you. And
Are you really wise?
Yes.
if
he
it's
is.
coming from Femi, then it's a feather on my hat.
He is.
But it's nice to be here, Femi.
Yes.
I missed you. Last week you weren't here.
Yeah.
I had my own little intro for you,
Oh.
but you missed it. So I'm going to make that maybe tomorrow or next. I'm also on the broadcast and I'm going to deliver that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, certainly.
I cannot wait.
Just get ready to blow
Yeah,
grammar.
before yesterday, last time I was on it. That was fun battle. That was battle day 13. That was on Wednesday, and I was having fun here. And later on that night, everything just scattered, and that was I couldn't. So for battles day 14 and 15, I wasn't here.
Yeah, I walked into the newsroom and I saw Chuma putting on long sleeve and canvas. I'm like, guy, you don't dress like this on it. Once you are putting on long sleeve and canvas, it's serious business. What's going on? Then said Femi had an emergency and the rest. If you want to know Chuma is up to something, once he's putting on long sleeve and canvas, white canvas.
And if it's worse, he throws on a jacket.
Thank you.
You know?
It's serious business.
All right. Also joining the cast tonight, and for the first time, I guess, on judge duty, Fan Battle 3 producer Hodovai. How are you doing?
Good evening, Femi. It's good to be here.
Had you been judge while I was away?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a lot to do.
So we reserved you for the knockout stages.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, 2 people going home every day. It's fun. It's fun.
Oh my word! Did you just say that?
There's something evil about the way he said it.
He said 2 people going home every day.
Well, let's get ready. Let's get rid of them. Like seriously. So, were you disappointed last night? By
No. I was disappointed by Kelechi. Yeah, because he won his first 2 battles by a margin.
Yeah.
So I was looking at him. Okay, he could do something, but on the night he fell short. And like you said, you're not saving anybody again. You lose and you go home. So it was just one of those nights for him.
So how about Molat?
Yeah, Molat Prosper was a tough one. I was so sure it was going to be a very strong battle, and Prosper has shown that. Alex was saying yesterday, he's one of the supposed top dogs because he has shown over time that he has grown. He lost his first battle to Femi, but since then he has been on a roll. So I'm looking forward to see what he could do going forward. So
It would be interesting, but tonight is neither about Kelechi nor Molat. So let's get to meet the individuals about whom tonight's battle is. On to battle 34 we go. Contestant number 1 for this battle. He's a sport journalist. He's also doing radio, albeit outside of Lagos. But he's got a passion for the profession. He's also got passion for no foreign team and passion for all of them. As far as local teams are concerned, he stands for every club and he stands with no club. He lives somewhere in a community at Ologuneru in Ibadan. He represented the local government in Ibadan. On Twitter, they call him Ray Toluayo. On Instagram, he is the Sports Illuminator, which is also the nickname his friends call him, the Sports Illuminator. Make welcome to Raymond Tolulope. Hello, Tolu. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Good evening. Good evening, Femi and the gang.
That's your voice, huh? It sounds like somebody with, who has a voice and then who has also smoked and drunk a lot again.
And,
Yeah, it's like it's everything. It's,
just to break it down, I don't do any of the two. So that's just, but then just learning about.
But it sounds like the voice of somebody who's ready for a fight anytime. Bring a fight, I'll give it to you.
Maybe that's how I made.
Okay. Let's meet the voice against whom that voice will be unleashed. She's a student. She supports Manchester United globally. She hasn't made up her mind about a local team to support. Maybe before the end of her battle, she would. She stays at Alausa Police Barracks in Ikeja. And she represents that part of Lagos, Ikeja. They call her at That Girl Limah on Twitter. Same as Instagram at That Girl Limah. Her friends called her Limah. Her full name, Abdul Malik Muslima. Hello, Limah. How are you today?
Hello, Mr. Femi. I'm doing very well, thank you.
No misters on radio, though.
Sorry.
Okay.
Femi, I'm doing very well, and I'm excited to be here.
Yes. And are you ready to go head to head against this guy?
Yes, born ready.
Excellent. We'll go there shortly after this quick timeout.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Oh yes. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more. I know I'm making.
Interest per annum with Fair Save from Fair Money Microfinance Bank.
Do you have a dream of owning a land that will appreciate within a period of 6 to 12 months? Then call Vines Realty. Vines Realty has properties in the fastest developing area in Lagos State, Ibejuleki, the new business hub of Lagos. Properties ranging from 1 million naira to 10 million naira only. You can also spread payments across 24 months. Enjoy 10% discount on all our estates and win lots of amazing prizes like a free deed of assignments. Call us now on 0800-400-0300 or visit our website at www.vinesrealtyng.com. All our social media handles are at Vines Realty NG. Hurry now. Offers valid till 6th of July 2022. So call 0800-400-0300. Visit us at Suite 4 second floor Dominion Plaza off Ibuefo bus stop, Lekki, Lagos. Think Lens, Think Vines.
The Chartered Institute of Professional Printers of Nigeria, SIPON, enacted by Act 24 of 2007 and charged with the duty of regulating printers and printing allied industry in Nigeria, is embarking on nationwide enforcement of the Printers Act. Act 24 of 2007 has prohibited the practice of printing without duly registering with SIPON. SIPON is conducting an enumeration and registration of the entire value chain of printing in Nigeria to separate genuine printers from counterfeiters and pirates whose illicit activities cost the nation billions of naira annually. To comply with the law and act, simply register by logging on to www.sipon.org/registration. For further information, call +234-809-224-7766. Please note that all organizations carrying out printing business are hereby informed that by the 31st of July 2022, such non-registered persons or businesses will be prosecuted. Let's secure the future of the printing industry. Be counted. SIPON, standardizing printing in Nigeria.
Lazis custard na the best thing for take start my day. E smooth wella and the taste na kpangba. Mommy, Lazis custard dey yum for my belle.
You sabi say Lazis custard quantity even plenty pass how much e dey cost? That na real value for money o.
Yes o, na Lazis custard all my friends dey rush go buy for market now o. Since I tell them about am. Na 3 different helele flavors Lazis custard get o. Vanilla, chocolate and milk. Na correct wakis for my family. Make you choose Lazis custard wey smooth wella and carry kpangba taste. Lazis custard, the ogbonge custard.
Enter the place and it brighten. Make everybody they wonder. Waiting me cause all the shine. Lush hair. Long hair or short doesn't matter. Crochet or dreadlocks can be better. Only for girls we know better. Lush hair. So you want to slay? Slay with swag. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Straight or curly. You know they tango.
generation. And that's why they trust Lush Hair Extensions. Lush Hair. Be beautiful.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Hi, I'm Femi Daniels. For the last dozen years of my media career, I've dedicated myself to raising an army, a big sport broadcast army, made up of individuals who've gone from being just fans of the game to giants of the sport broadcast landscape. It's been my pride, privilege, and honor, but my job is not done. Time to raise a new army, the next generation. Join me and my team, Femi and the gang, from 7 to 9 p.m. Mondays to Friday on 99.3 Nigeria Info for the third and biggest season of the Fan Battle. Starting Monday, June 13 to Friday, July 15. 1 million naira grand prize, a seat at the table, and you get to be part of it all. Catch the Fan Battle in football's hottest war zone, live on radio, also on the Nigeria Info app and our Facebook and YouTube live streams. For sponsorship support and advertising, call 0808 50 280 or 0809 303 1103. The Fan Battle Season 3. Let the battle begin.
Hi guys, I'm John Fashanu. Keep listening to Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Don't
Hello
miss
there,
it.
this is Neka and you are on Football Frenzy on 99.3 Nigeria Info with Femi and the Gang.
It is time. We go straight into battle 34. You already met the contestants. Tolulope is contestant 1 on the night. Limah, contestant 2. Both of them have both been victorious and have also been on the receiving end. Both of them have been saved once in this contest. No more. Tonight, one of them will be battling for the last time in Fan Battle 3. Will it be Tolulope? Will it be Limah? It's up to both of them and how they attack this next battle. Ultimately, up to the judges, made up of my 3 colleagues, Hodovai, Sam, and Sarafina. But also made up of the judges, made up of our beautiful audience. The 9 maximum who will call via the phone lines, and all those hundreds who potentially would vote on Facebook and Twitter. We're streaming live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, and you get to vote on the actual live stream there. We're also streaming live on YouTube. That's the Nigeria Info FM YouTube channel. You'd find that channel embedded on the Nigeria Info FM WhatsApp handle, and you can follow from there. And you also get to vote in a secondary tweet with a poll. You would see their names, Tolulope and Limah. Click on one, you vote for that one. Remember, when you do vote, do not make your voting about whether or not you agree with the position taken by either Tolulope or Limah. Remember that the positions they defend tonight may have absolutely nothing at all to do with their actual real-life position on the matter. So let's give you the topic. Is the Chelsea number 9 curse real? Is the Chelsea number 9 curse real? We asked a yes or no question, and we threw in yes and no into our predictive pot. Tolulope stretched his hand in there and brought out yes, it is a curse. Limah brought out, no, it is not a curse. So, yet again, is the Chelsea number 9 curse real? What an interesting debate we will have in our hands tonight, courtesy of these two fine individuals who have shown themselves to be highly effective and highly proficient at what they do. So let's get to the battle. Tolulope already said you're contestant 1 for the night. So I'll give you 1 minute to open your comment. I'll give Limah 1 minute. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to debate. And I'll give you, depending on how you go, I will decide whether to give you 1 or 2 minutes to close your arguments. Okay? Is that fair enough? Are you guys battle ready? I didn't hear.
Let's go.
Okay, good. Tolulope, for 1 minute, let's have you introduce your position. The Chelsea number 9 curse, real or not? What say you, Tolu?
Yes.
It is a curse. Yeah. For 1 minute, defend your position. Let's go.
One of the most iconic and celebrated jersey number in the world is the number 9. But what has been a blessing to many has been a curse to a particular team in London. That's Chelsea. Since the start of the Premier League in the 1992-1993 season, 16 players have worn the number 9 jersey at the Stamford Bridge. Only 2 have been a success, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and of course Gianluca Vialli. The other 14 players have been swallowed by the curse of the jersey. The curse is so real that it has made its way to the internet and has been labeled Chelsea's curse the number 9 shirt by some of the world's biggest sport websites. In fact, at Stamford Bridge, it has been termed the number 9 curse. If you think this is a joke, let me show you something. Since 1993, Chelsea has spent £268 million on players who have worn the number 9 jersey, including club record fees for players like Chris Sutton, Torres, and Morata and Lukaku. They have all fumbled and wumbled. The number 9 jersey at Chelsea, I tell you, should be hung and nailed to the cross.
Perfect timing. Opening comments recorded, and he stopped just the nick of time. I wonder if he had rehearsed his opening time and time again to hit 1 minute. Well, thank you very much, Limah. Time for you to counter what he just said. For a minute, if you are ready to go, I'm setting your clock. Let's hear your opening comments, Limah. Let's go. Hold on, Limah. My bad. I'll reset your clock and restart. Are you ready?
In a world where the expectation in certain clubs are high, players, coaches, and even fans latch onto excuses and certain situations that don't go in their favor. When players, or we've seen people talk about Manchester City, the course of Manchester City, Yaya Toure course, the number 7 course at Manchester United, and of course, in this case, the number 9 course at Chelsea. We say these things jokingly that it is a curse, but obviously we know that it is a myth and not a curse. The expectation is what is a curse and not the number 9 jersey. We expect players when they go onto the field to pull up certain situations like Didier Drogba, like Costa. But we all know that these players, or in reality, this is not going to be the case always. You talk about players like Hasselbank, but let me give you certain situations. Jamie Hasselbank scored 88 goals in 177 appearances. Tammy Abraham also is one of the players that flourished at Chelsea with the number 9 position. Scored 30 goals in 79 appearances. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Opening comments recorded for posterity. And on to the head-to-head we go, where both individuals get the opportunity to argue things out and try fleshing out their points. Tolulope and Limah, may I please appeal to both of you to be as civil as you can manage while respecting the fact that it's a battle and you do not want your opponent to ride roughshod over you. Yes, a battle. We'll try to moderate you guys if you're going out of hand. If we cannot help, I will be forced to cut it short. Okay, and in which case we would have to depend on your closing arguments and your opener if we cannot get you to battle in a way that's concise, audible, and clear. Do you understand? Okay? Can you guys assure me of your cooperation?
Yes.
Definitely.
Most certainly. I appreciate that. We are streaming on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. Catch the live stream and check out for Tolulope and Limah. Vote for either one of them. You'll find their name just beneath the topic written there. And if you click on either name, you voted for that person. It's that simple. You may drop comments, fine. But your comments do not constitute a vote. You've got to click on a name to vote. Also on Twitter, you'll see the poll that bears the names of Tolulope and Limah. Click on either and you vote for them. Look out also for our YouTube live stream of this fun battle. It's embedded right there on Twitter. You can follow the link to the YouTube live stream, or you could do the Facebook live stream, or if you could do neither of those video live streams, you could do the audio live stream courtesy of the Nigeria Info mobile app. If you haven't downloaded the Nigeria Info mobile app, go download it now. Just type Nigeria Info, you would see it. It has the N and the I insignia in yellow and green together. That's it. And that way, you never have to miss Nigeria Info again. So, for 5 minutes, lady and gentleman, this Chelsea number 9 thing, is it a curse or not? The clock is set.
So let me start off by saying some players have obviously done well as well. We've talked about players that in 14 out of 16 players, 14 of them have not done well. Now let me tell you that Enan Crespo is one player as well. In his second stint at Chelsea, he wore the number 9 jersey, and guess what? He helped them win titles. Tammy Abraham was a young striker who knew that there was a course. There was a number 9 course, as he supposedly said. In 79 appearances, scored 30 goals, and in his first season, scored 18 goals. But
Good. When you talk about doing well, what is your definition of doing well?
Okay.
You said Alan Crespo did well. Do you know who Alan Crespo was? Okay. Don't explain this. That was a Serie A top scorer with Lazio. In 2001 season, that was the proven goal scorer. He came to Chelsea first season. He was wearing the number 21 jersey. Immediately he switched to that number 9 jersey. It was a woeful performance for him. Now
let me cut you off there. The season before Crespo joined Chelsea, right? How many goals did he score? 7 goals. He came to Chelsea and scored 10 goals. The most successful season he had was at Lazio, where he scored 6 goals.
Did you watch Crespo at Parma? You're not giving me facts because at Parma he went from Parma. He went from Parma to Lazio to Inter from Inter.
How many goals did he score at Lazio? 26 goals.
He was a top scorer for Lazio. For your information,
that's his most successful season.
No, that's not. He was a star. Now we are even going away from that. We're talking about players who have won
to Chelsea and scored 10 goals. So it was stable. There was nothing like him being a.
We're talking about players who have won number 9 jersey for Chelsea.
Yeah.
16 of them since 1992 till date. And of course, only 2 have been successful.
What do you mean by successful? What do you mean by successful?
The success is when you look at the number of games they played, the goals they scored, the impact they made.
Let me tell you that Fernando Torres, who people assume was a flop. Fernando Torres was injured at Liverpool just before he came to Chelsea.
No, wait.
Let me finish.
Torres was 50 million pounds. You don't buy a player for 50 million pounds. And you can't give him an excuse. No, wait.
Torres scored 80 goals contribution in 172
and of course, he came to Chelsea. What happened to him?
46 goals, 35
Chelsea.
Yes.
How many did he score?
That was at Chelsea. 46 goals, 35 assists, 8 altogether.
How many goals?
Now let me compare that to Liverpool contribution.
I don't. And you know why I will take that start? We are here to educate.
Yeah.
So it is very important.
And I'm educating you. I'm giving you facts.
What we give out there to people must be real.
Yeah, I'm giving you real facts.
Give me that record of Torres again. Let me listen.
I said Torres scored he made 80 goal contributions in 172 appearances for Chelsea.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Let me learn. You said I should give it to you. So I'm telling you, it is wrong. He made 136 goals per minute, right? Comparing that to Liverpool stats, it was 108.
I'm telling you, Torres didn't score that goal. That was a wrong fact. He scored 45 goals in 175 matches.
He scored. He made 80 goals. Yeah, he scored 45 goals. Made 35
Torres is made to score goals. Do you know what Torres was?
Let's leave Torres.
No.
Let's leave
I'll give you the names.
Also, other players that won number 9 jersey.
Max Payne came through. Max Payne, of course, came through. It was a bully at Stoke City. It was named the Golden One.
You are shifting the goalposts. We are talking about the number 9 jersey.
Yes, number 9 jersey.
Other players that won the number 9 jersey. Kalibula, who's that was a defender. He was a defender.
Yes.
He was a defender.
Okay, when
you can't tell me that you compare a striker to a defender.
Bula for the Caliber
was also a midfielder. He was a midfielder. What do you expect from a midfielder when he's wearing the number 9 jersey?
Caliber came to Chelsea and faltered.
No, when you're talking about players that won the number 9, let's talk about real players that won the number 9. Gonzalo Higuain is also a player. You're going to come here and say that Gonzalo Higuain.
I 16 players who won the number 9. I cannot win out Belarus. I cannot win out Higuain.
You ruled them out because they were not strikers. We're talking about
strikers. Players who won the number 9 jersey.
Listen, we're talking about strikers and defenders. Gonzalo Higuain is also one player that came to Chelsea. And guess what? Gonzalo Higuain, there was nothing we expected from him. Because he was already declining before he came to Chelsea.
Everybody that have come in, proving goal scorers, World Record field. Kesman was brought in. He was the best player in Holland.
What exactly do you mean by a cause? First of all, what do you mean by a cause? Let me define a cause for you. What is a solemn utterance, right?
Yes.
Intended to invoke a supernatural power.
Now, all these players that came with their natural ability.
Are you saying somebody did that to Chelsea?
Wait, all the players that came with their natural ability had a supernatural cause on them.
Oh, please. Please.
And of course,
let's be factual here. We all know this is a myth. A myth is something that everybody believes, but in real life, it is false.
Why did Stamford Bridge themselves said the number 9 cause? Why?
The club. Please. We all know everybody says it's a myth and not a cause. Let's get our facts right. You said we are here to educate, and let me educate you. A myth is quite different from a cause.
The first website of the world are saying the cause number 9. When Lukaku was unveiled, what was said?
Do you know that there was also a certain Tammy Abraham more recently, Tammy Abraham was a young striker. Who knew that he was a young striker from Chelsea? Took the number 9, scored 30 goals and 75 appearances. So what do you mean by a player was successful or not?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was a robust battle. Thank you very much. And now, Tolulope and Limah, I'll give you 2 minutes each to close your arguments. And that is it. 2 minutes. Tolulope, I'll start with you for 2 minutes. Please close your argument. It starts now.
When you talk about the cost, definitely. You can't rule this out. 14 players have been cost. I've won the jersey, and of course, they could not break that cost. I will read them out one after the other. Anthony Casarino came through from a trap deal at Celtic. For 2 seasons, he played 45 games and scored 8 goals. If that is not a cost, then tell me. Max Payne was a South African, came from Stoke City. He was named the Golden One. He was scoring goals for fun. He came out to Chelsea. First season, he didn't wear the number 9 jersey. That was the funniest part. Second season, he took on the jersey. He couldn't play anything. In the first season, he didn't wear the number 9 jersey. You know what happened? He scored 7 straight goals in the league. That was a record then before Good Van Nistelrooy broke that record. When he won the number 9, he could only score just 11 goals. And of course, at the end of the day, he could only manage 25. He only played 25 times for Chelsea. That was a cost. Chris Sutton, Premier League winner, Golden Boot winner, kept it from Blackburn, won the coffee of £10 million. And of what happened? 3 goals in 39 matches. Martin Kesman, best player in Holland, top scorer in Holland, kept in 2003-2004, £5.3 million. What happened? 41 games, 7 goals. Alan Crespo, top scorer in Italy, right there. He came through, first season, not number 9 jersey, got 12 goals in 31 games. The day he put on that number 9 jersey, 13 goals in 42 games. Failure, another cause. And we want to call a Kalibula, who is a cannibal at Hamburg. If you know how important he was part of that team in 2005-2006 season that considered the least goal in the Bundesliga. He came through, he could only play 20 goals using 1 season. I moved to Steve Sidwell, a gem at Reading, came through, and of course had 25 games, starting only 13 times. And of course, I moved through to Franco Di Santo, another time, a young man, came to £3.4 million from Chile. What happened? 16 games, no goals. Fernando Torres, £50 million. I don't need to talk about him. He came to 45 goals in 175 matches. This was the man who was third at the time as the world best. Radamel Falcao, not to talk about him. 10 games, 1 goal. Poor for him. And of course, Alvaro Morata, 48 games, 15 goals. What about Gonzalo Higuain? 18 games, 5 goals. What about Tammy Abraham, academic graduate? 82 games, 30 goals. A cause. And of course, Lukaku, 44 games, 15 goals. Now, definitely a cause. 14 of those players were caused by that number 9 in stage 2 today.
Thank you, Tolulope. Your battle is done for the night, and well done for the job so far. What a night. And now for your closing argument, Limah, I'm setting an equal 2 minutes for you, and it starts to count right now.
I said earlier that there's a difference between a curse and a myth. I told you that a curse is a solemn utterance intended to invoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment. Basically, somebody invokes the power and inflicts harm on the Chelsea number 9 jersey. A myth is a widely held but false belief or idea. Everybody believes it, but it is really false. You've mentioned these players that have done well and these players that have not done well. Gimme Floyd Asselbach in 2000-2004 made 177 appearances, scored 88 goals. Are you going to tell me that this player was not successful? If you're saying there was a cause, then certain players will not be able to do well as well. Tammy Abraham more recently made 30 goals in 79 appearances. In the first season under Frank Lampard, he was very successful, but in the second season, just because a second manager came in, Thomas Tuchel, he didn't fit into the style of play, which brings me to my next point. Some coaching style of play into the successfulness of these particular players. And Crespo was also a player that was successful. You made a mistake when you said Crespo was successful in his first season. He was not. He wore the 21 jersey, right? Was he also wearing the number 9 jersey then? He wasn't. He came back in the second spell, number 9 jersey, and won trophies for Chelsea. Kalibella, who you mentioned, was a defender. Steve Sidwell, who you mentioned, was a midfielder. You can't count these players when you're talking about strikers who won the number 9 jersey. Fernando Torres, I told you earlier that Fernando Torres was successful when you're comparing it. Fernando Torres had injuries if you're looking at it when he came from Liverpool. Scored 9 goals before coming. Made 80 goal contributions, 45 goals and 35 assists, averaging a goal every 136 minutes. When you compare it to the Liverpool stats, he made 118. He scored 108 minutes per goal when you're comparing his stats to Liverpool. Radamel Falcao, who is one of the also players that wore this number 9 jersey, was coming off the back of a disastrous season at Manchester United. So obviously injuries also play a role when you're talking about these players. Morata is also one player that came with a hefty price tag. Hefty price tag is also something that plays into players that are coming into. You're talking about cost. What do you mean cost? Sometimes the hefty price tag weighs on these players that come into it. Radamel Falcao, Morata, and Fernando Torres were also players bought with hefty price tag. Chelsea is also one of the teams that evolved from having a talisman to all the team evolving and playing with a complete team. So I'm telling you right now that the cost is not something that is real.
Thank you very much. And yes, I join the applause. As a matter of fact, I'll give a standing ovation to these two individuals. Well done. Well done. As the first time I'm doing a standing ovation live on camera, the producers will probably want to kill me, probably cut my head off the frame. But that was a battle. And I do not envy the judges, either those in the studio or those who have to make a call at home. If you haven't judged, if you haven't decided, voted on social media, please go now. Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, Tolulope versus Limah. Who impressed you more? Click on the name. Go to Twitter, Tolulope or Limah. That's Nigeria Info FM. Vote. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go to the phone lines. After which, the panel will have their say.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3. If you get business, what you do? Now, rent money business loan shop us.
una way like to blame us village people because una business they do well. Say una think say we no get our own issue ni. I beg you, we village people no get your time check yourself first.
Village people aren't the reason your business isn't growing. Introducing Money Point, a business bank that helps you realize your business dreams with easy access to quick loans, ease of payment collections, and general business management tools. Visit www.moneypoint.com and let's help you power your business dreams. Money Point, powering dreams.
Relax, recharge, and take a break this summer. Find the best summer holiday deals to Dubai, London, Cairo, Florida, and many other amazing cities on wakanow.com. We've got you covered. Book now on wakanow.com or visit any of our travel centers near you. Take a break. Pick a city. Wakanow. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha now. You start your day like this. Everything is going well until the unexpected happens. Then, hey, the bass boss begin.
Why would you hit me?
If you get our Flexi Comprehensive Motor Insurance Plan, you can save yourself yay, and the painful cost of repairing the damage to your vehicle for as low as 15,000 naira a year. If someone bashes your car, we pay to get it fixed. Visit www.hairsinsurance.com or call 0700 434 7764 to get the Hairs Flexi Motor Plan. Hairs Insurance, your simple, smart protection.
Share the smell for your house, no sweet abi. To fear, Swiss flower air freshener go down.
The smell for your car no dey invite people abi. Make una take Swiss flower air freshener.
For fine smell all the time. Swiss flower air freshener na baba.
E dey for different kind like tangerine liquid, Tropicana gel, car dangling for your motor, plus body spray for different kind.
For plenty tori, na Stoma Industries Limited they do Swiss flower air freshener for our shopping plaza 17 Allen Avenue Ikeja, Lagos.
We get am for website www.stovagroup.com. We want distributor for everywhere in Nigeria.
Swiss flower air freshener. Better smell for all your life.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hi, I'm Femi Daniels. For the last dozen years of my media career, I've dedicated myself to raising an army, a big sport broadcast army, made up of individuals who've gone from being just fans of the game to giants of the sport broadcast landscape. It's been my pride, privilege, and honor, but my job is not done. Time to raise a new army, the next generation. Join me and my team, Femi and the gang, from 7 to 9 p.m. Mondays to Friday on 99.3 Nigeria Info for the third and biggest season of the Fan Battle, starting Monday, June 13 to Friday, July 15. 1 million naira grand prize, a seat at the table, and you get to be part of it all. Catch the Fan Battle in football's hottest war zone, live on radio, also on the Nigeria Info app and our Facebook and YouTube live streams. For sponsorship, support and advertising, call 0808 5020 280 or 0809 303 1103. The Fan Battle Season 3. Let the battle begin.
Yo, me sit down and chill out with a man them called Femi and the gang. You know better listen up. Nah, touch up the dial, cause if you touch up the dial, no say, hey, more fire go blaze, you see me I say. Anyways, testing the mic off for it. Don't know my name, big clean, stay clean, pick dancehall papa boy. When I travel go a foreign, but still a vibe, but like one of them with in a Jamaica, I'm there with Femi and the gang. Enough respect to me, bossy. Don't know say, he might have done that.
Welcome back. Just before the break, the battle ended between Tolulope and Limah. It is decision time. We're streaming live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3. Alex Mandema Call is ensuring you don't miss a bit of what's going on in the studio. You not only get to hear us, you get to see us via our live stream on Facebook and also our live stream on YouTube, which you'd also find embedded on our Twitter handle. You can follow that link to view it. You get to vote on Twitter, you get to vote on Facebook. If you haven't voted, please vote now. The battle is done. While we try to make decisions on the battle we've seen here tonight. First up, though, we will go straight to the phone lines. 0700 993 993 993. A maximum of 9 individuals will decide who takes 20% of the votes between Tolulope and Limah. After that, we'll come to the panel. Each member of the panel holding 20% of the votes. And social media holds the final 20. If we're ready, just before we go to the phone lines, the lady only line is 01465 7190. 01465 7190. Ladies only, please. General line 0700 993 993 993. So, who will be the first voter? Hodova is helping. Let's go, Hodova. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you?
This is Abib on the line.
Welcome. How are you?
Hold on, kudos to the guys that are.
Oh, come on. That's no way to begin. Please do try to get back to us if you could, okay? Hello. Hello, anybody there?
Good evening, Oga Femi.
Good evening and welcome. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. This Friday from Igbeleri.
Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, see Oga Femi, the opening remark, both of them and the closing remark, it was 100%, I must say. They both tried, but I will give it to the lady. It was during the head-to-head debate. The lady, the young guy there was just allowed the lady to take the lead. I don't know, maybe it was because of her beautiful face. So it's like I will give it to the lady during the head-to-head debate. That is where the lady won it for me.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Limah leads by 1. Hi there. Hello, good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Yes, please. Welcome. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
You guys actually did justice to that. I think our Tolu voice made me remember Buki, but that's by the way. Limah actually said something that not all the players that are done in jersey actually actually strikers, and she was correct about that, and I love that from her. And she also said something about injuries. I think injuries are also part of the game. I don't think she needs to make mention of that as an excuse, but with the transfer fees and the goals and also the matches they played, according to the fact that Tolulope gives, I think I'm going to give the vote to Tolulope. Thank you very much.
Okay, Tolulope takes your vote. Thank you very much. Vote squared at 1-1 between Tolulope and Limah. Who will be our tiebreaker? Hi there. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening to
well
you.
Well done, Femi and the gang. That was a real battle. In fact, I'm dumbfounded. I don't even know who to vote for, but I'll give my vote to Tolulope.
All right. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it too. So Tolulope leads 2-1 against Limah. Tolulope, the guy, Limah, the lady. Just for clarity's sakes. Hi there. Okay, we'll move on. 3 votes down. We're looking for a maximum of 6 more. Hi there.
Hello, Mr. Femi. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Yeah, I'm great.
Nikki calling from Adileta.
Welcome. You heard the battle. Who impressed you?
My vote is for Limah.
Limah takes your vote.
100%.
Thank you very much. That's 2-2 between Tolulope and Limah. We can still take 5 more votes. Who's our next voter? Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, please. How are you doing?
I'm good. This is Peter calling from Agodo.
Welcome, Peter.
Yeah.
So you heard Tolulope, the guy. You heard Limah, the lady. Who won it for you?
Seriously, Limah really impressed me. My vote is for Limah.
So Limah takes your vote and he goes into the lead. Thank you very much for voting. 3-2. Who's our next voter? Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
How are you doing? Good evening. Nice to meet you.
Am I on to Nigeria Info?
You bet.
All right. My name is Femi Cool.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ibadan.
Okay, excellent. So, you had the battle. How do you vote?
Yeah, very, very. Both guys were very, very impressive. Limah, you give it your best shot. I believe you tried seriously. Likewise, Tolulope. In fact, I can say that I'm a little bit confused. I don't even know whom to give, but at the end, I think I was a bit much impressed. I was impressed with Tolulope's presentation more.
Okay.
So I give it to Tolulope all the way.
Tolulope takes it. 3-3 between these two fine people in the studio. There can only be 3 more votes.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. Am I also Nigeria Info?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, my name is Rachel.
Welcome, Rachel. Where are you
And
calling?
my vote goes for Limah. Very impressed with her presentation.
Limah takes your vote.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Limah leads by 4 votes to 3, meaning the next one could be consequential, depending on how that vote goes. Hi there.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Ganiat from Lagos.
Ganiat from Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I'll be voting Tolulope.
You are
Really
voting
impressed me.
Tolulope,
Yeah.
the guy.
Yes,
Thank
the
you
closing argument.
Thank you very much. So that is 4-4 between Tolulope and Limah. One final vote to swing this either way. This is one of the closest phone votes I have seen. However, final voter. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Nigeria Info, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, the two guys, they should really do this. But I think
let's meet you.
Okay, Wisdom from Lagos Island.
Okay, excellent. So, Tolulope or Limah?
Limah. My reason is because actually I'm a Chelsea fan, and I'm one among those that believe that the number 9 Chelsea is like a cause in the club. But tonight she kind of convinced me to believe that it was more of a need than being a cause. So my vote goes for her.
Thank you very much. You have settled it. You are the final voter and a very symbolic one at that. Excellent work from everybody. All 9 who called to vote. That was close. This is how I like phone votes to be sometimes if I can help it. Interesting. At the end of the day, it could have swung either way. Limah manages to shave the 20 percentage points available via the phone lines. There are 80 more percentage points to fight for. 60 of those are in the hands of my 3 judges, Sarafina, Sam, and Modovai. I'm coming to you guys now. In no particular order, feel free to decide who you'd give your 20%. Who wants to go first?
Ladies first, so I want to go first.
Thank you.
Can I?
Thank you.
You can.
Thank you.
No.
I'll be a gentleman.
Yes, you are. Now, Femi, I would first of all say well done to you guys. That was really a battle. And I'm glad you guys decided to take off the roof at this stage of the competition. Because imagine if you guys had started like this at the group stage. I remember I was part of his battle, during one of his battle at the group stage, and he almost lost out though. And I'm happy that you made it this far because I'm really, really impressed. Like also, Limah was also part of one of your battles as well. So I understand both parties. And now, well done, guys. The statistics. For a moment, I was like, okay. Is someone carrying something, or is this? How did you guys just come up with everything? You know, sometimes it's not like one is being lazy, but digging up those statistics can sometimes be very, very tiring. So I would say kudos for bringing those statistics.
And it's not just the offensive statistics, the defensive.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because you have to anticipate what they will hit you with and how you
now counter that. So for every statistic she brought, he comes up with something else to counter her. So
and when he does this,
she also comes. I remember there was one part of the conversation when he mentioned Crespo. She was like, no. The previous season he scored so and so goals, and so how do you say he struggled when he was putting on the number 9 jersey? When the previous season he scored this particular number of goals, and the next season he scored more.
Why some of us do not even remember that Crespo had 121.
So you would understand the kind of work they put into this today. It was really a good one. Kudos to you guys.
In fact,
now
you deserve all the applause you are getting.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Let's go on.
Now, I'll start with you, Tolulope. Your intro was out of this world. Like, you really prepared that intro. You made me feel, for a moment I was thinking, this is like the kind of intro that Etsy will give you, that you use 2 weeks to prepare one intro. You now be asking, okay, what's going on? But it was really a good intro, also from you, Limah. But the reason why I'll be tilting towards one person, a particular person I will mention until I'm done with my analysis, is the closing argument. Head to head for me, they went at each other and it was balanced for me. But the outro, that was what swayed my decision. That's the reason why I'll be voting for Limah. Now for Tolulope, during his closing argument, he only mentioned the names of the players that struggled. Now I expected him to, while you mentioned the names of those players, tell me what it was like for them after they left Chelsea, because
and he intended to list about 14 or 18.
Yeah,
he could not go over that far.
So that was the only thing he did during the outro. But for Limah, she did quite a lot. First off, she mentioned the meaning of the word curse to those who don't know. She also went on with the statistics. Aside the statistics, she pointed out something which stood out for me when she said that sometimes the manager's pattern of play might not really accommodate the qualities of the players. She also mentioned how Chelsea have evolved from a traditional side that plays a top 9, a lone striker up front, and how they now play with different sort of players. You look at the likes of Reece James and the rest that can easily get you those assists and the goals, because the game has evolved right now. And she also mentioned that when you look at everything, you understand that the pressure as well come on this player when they join a club with huge price tag. You just want to justify your price tag. So for me, it was just that closing argument that swayed my decision to vote for Limah. So I'm voting for her tonight.
So Limah takes Serafina's vote and doubles her advantage. 40 percentage points in the bag. There are 60 more to fight for. 40 of those are here in the studio with me, in the hands of Adova and Sam. Who wants to share?
Okay, I think I'll go next. It was a very good one. I mean, everything was good from the intro to the head-to-head. We could hear them very well, which was good, even though we could obviously know the difference between Tolulope's voice and Limah's voice. But then it was really nice from the intro, where Tolulope mentioned the money spent for this signings overall. He mentioned about 16 of them, mentioned the money spent, gave his facts, gave his figures. Those were really good. Limah started out talking about expectations. You know, when you put a certain expectation on a player and doesn't live up to it, that's what you might feel will be a cost, because you spend 50 million on a player, you require him to do up to a certain standard. He doesn't live up to that standard, you feel he has disappointed. Yeah, so the intros were very, very nice. Then the head-to-head was a stats battle. Tolulope was giving his stats, Limah was giving her own stats. There was a point where Tolulope said Limah's stats were not correct. I mean, I had to do some checking and it was correct. So even though it was a head-to-head and Tolulope didn't agree with that stat,
I think Tolulope did not understand what she was saying.
Yes, I wanted to even say
and
something
I think,
now.
because she mentioned 80.
No. I think where it confused it. I think it was.
He mentioned 80. She mentioned 80 goal involvement.
Involvement.
That's goals and assists.
Yes, not goals scored.
Goals scored.
Goals involvement, contribution.
45 goals and
assists and so he at that point did not really understand what she was saying. He felt it was just about the goals.
That point was important because even if you do not agree with a certain stat, coming out boldly to say, "Oh, this is wrong," it's not the right way to go. You can easily say, "Okay, give me a Premier League stat." Do you mean it's the Premier League? I don't think it's the Premier League. What are Premier League?
There's some more subtle ways.
So instead of, because you expect your opponents to do hard research, so you have to go in a way that wouldn't seem, if you're not sure, don't outrightly say no, because he said we are out here to inform these people. Don't go.
It's like Scrabble, If you challenge a word,
you have to be diplomatic about it.
You miss a turn.
Yeah, you don't agree, but So that was key. And then getting the fact that she got that start right tilted it at some point, because so he even did this 80 goal involvement. Yeah, so aside the head-to-head, the outros were really nice. But what got it for me was overall, because Limah was mentioning other things. Okay, a player is a flop, or you say a player has this cost. There are other things that influence a player's decision. Crespo came out in an interview to say that he prefers the Italian style to the Premier League style of play. That is important. Players, how many players do you see that go from the Serie A strikers to the Premier League and really hit it up? Strikers, really, Italian strikers. Crespo is Argentine, but he spent most time in Italy. But Italian strikers rather do not really do so well. They don't even leave Italy. They like to stay in their comfort zone. Yeah. So he mentioned that, even though he said, well, I won't really say it's an excuse, but cultural differences play part. She mentioned injuries also, which is very, very important, and style of play. Chris Sutton did really well with Blackburn, with Alan Shearer during the time at Blackburn. But when he moved to Chelsea, the style of play there had an impact on him. So these things are things that you put into play. She mentioned a few of those things, and overall, I think I would tilt towards her. She also mentioned that some of these players were not even strikers. So assessing impact would not be through goals and assists, to be through other things they had done. So she went on and on, giving reasons why it's not really a cause. There's certain things that could affect performance, and I think I would tilt towards her. That's not saying Tolulope did not do really well. He did really, really well. His stats were solid, but on the night I would tilt towards Limah.
So Limah takes Hodova's 20 percentage points, pushing her over the threshold. 60 points means there is no coming back for Tolulope, despite what some might say or what social media might say. Time is a factor, but we still want to hear what Sam and social media have got to say. Sam.
All right. As much as I'm happy that the supposition that there's a curse with the number 9 at Chelsea has been subjected today to thorough reality, I also think that only but half of me has come to terms with the situation tonight here. So again, credit to you guys for such a robust, in your words, Femi, battle. My colleagues have done well to expatiate everything that needs to be said. So no need to go over, too many detail again. But I think extra credit must be given to Limah, and I'm so delighted that you gave a standing ovation to both them. I wish I could do same, but for gender reasons I'm not going to do that. I'm happy that a lot of the things I said or we said the last battle you brought to tonight, and that only makes me happy that the decision to keep you in the competition has been vindicated. But I would go for Limah, Femi. She was a little better for me. The presentation and everything just stood out. And again, the fact that some would think the advantage lies with Tolulope, who has, obviously, it seems, there's a general notion that, it's a cause. But you did well to, maybe not extensively, but to a very good degree, educate that there are other factors that could also vindicate this number 9s, as Sarah, Fina, and of course, Odova has mentioned. So without wasting further time, Femi, Limah gets my vote.
Sam goes to Limah. That's 80 percentage points. Let's quickly go to social media. How did Twitter vote, Odova?
Yeah, for Twitter, let me just refresh one last time. On Twitter there were 241 votes, and Limah had 62.7% and Tolulope had 37.3%.
So Limah takes Twitter. That's 90% of the votes. How does Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook also goes Limah's way. She had 60% of the votes. Tolulope getting 40% of the votes.
So for a clean sweep, 100% of the votes. Congratulations to you, Limah. You progressed straight to the quarterfinal. You will find out who your opponent will be later tonight. It's going to be either to Chuku or Femi. Congratulations once again. How do you feel?
Relieved, excited, so many emotions. I mean, I felt like I made a mistake in my intro because it was not going as planned, but I'm just really glad that I made up for it. And yeah, I'm excited. This is not the end. This is not the beginning as well. There's still a round of it, and yeah, I'm just excited to be in the round of it, and hopefully I do well as well in that round.
So congratulations once again.
I just want to say that he did really well as well. I mean, he was coming at me and I was going at him. So
you enjoyed.
Yes.
You enjoyed the battle.
Yes, it was very good battle.
Excellent. So congratulations. You've done excellently well, and I think you deserve the adulation you are getting. We wanted a battle. We had a battle, and I'm sure everybody who listened to that battle were impressed that this is what a fan battle should be like. Which will take us back to Tolulope. Tolulope, what a night. Again, I've heard you battle twice before. Tonight you are on a very high level, but somehow, I don't know, it still didn't get you over to El Dorado.
Well, it's one of those days it happened, you know. At the battle, just going by your word, not to make it barbarian. Maybe, I think I give a bit, allowing her to talk, so you hear each other.
Yeah, that was pretty gentlemanly.
So, so I think there, she had the advantage. But I say kudos to her. She actually did well. Fantastic. I mean, I was seeing a comment, but I won't say it. Somebody said, "Give me that guest number." Maybe the person will be listening now, definitely. So, but then being on this platform for the past 2-3 weeks, I've always told some of my friends that if I come to Lagos, that Lagos will hear. And I don't think I'm disappointed because I felt great Lagos I've had. Of course, going back to Badon, continue my thing, you know. It's a passion, it's a game. You only try and give your best and see where it comes through. So, the game is over now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I cannot say how proud I have been to hear you. As in, this is awesome. And I know I'm going to be hearing much more of you in Ibadan. And even more importantly, in Lagos. That kind of mind, the kind of passion, the kind of emotion, the kind of knowledge, the kind of research you put into what you do. And to bring all of that to bear, it's a beauty to behold. This is how sports journalists should function. Always work, always research, always update yourself. And you're already my colleague. I look forward to someday working with you even more closely. And Lagos will hear more of you. And one of these days, I know you will be here. Pleasure. And that ends Battle 1. When we come back, we will go to Battle 2 for the night. Battle 35 in the series, as we say bye-bye to our friend and brother, Raymond Tolulope.